students, today we are going to discuss the difference between normal circulation and fetal circulation. First of all, about the normal circulation. Now we are going to draw a rough sketch of the human heart. So the human heart has got 4 chambers which are divided by septa. So the 4 chambers are the right atrium, the right ventricle, left atrium and the left ventricle. The 2 atria are divided by the interatrial septum, the 2 ventricles are divided by the interventricular septum, and the atria and the ventricle are divided by the corresponding atrioventricular septum. Now coming to the orifices and valves, the right atria and the right ventricle is divided by the right atrioventricular orifice. Which is guarded by a valve known as the tricuspid valve. It is called so because this valve has got 3 cusps. So the right atrium and right ventricle is divided by the tricuspid valve, and there is an orifice known as the right atrioventricular orifice. Now coming to the left side of the heart, there is a left atrioventricular orifice in between the left atrium and the left ventricle, and it is guarded by a valve known as the bicuspid valve, otherwise known as the mitral valve. It is known as the bicuspid valve because it has got 2 cusps. The deoxygenated blood from the whole body is collected by the 2 veins, the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. For convenience, I am mentioning them as SVC and IVC. And these veins collect the blood from the rest of the body to the right atrium, which then flows through the atrioventricular orifice into right ventricle, and from right ventricle into another structure known as the pulmonary trunk and to the pulmonary arteries. So from the right ventricle, it is going through yet another orifice which is guarded by a valve known as the pulmonary valve. From right ventricle through the pulmonary valve, the deoxygenated blood is going through the pulmonary trunk. So this is the pulmonary trunk, and through the pulmonary trunk to 2 arteries, that is the pulmonary artery and these arteries are carrying the blood to the lungs for oxygenation. So as I said, the lungs will oxygenate the blood, and from the lungs the blood is carried back to the heart, to the left atrium of the heart through the pulmonary veins. From the left atrium, it goes into the left ventricle through the bicuspid valve, and from the left ventricle, it is going to another structure known as the aorta. So from left ventricle, it is passing through another valve known as the aortic valve, and this blood is flowing towards the aorta, the ascending aorta. And aorta is the artery that is supplying blood to all the body parts. So, pulmonary circulation is the one which carries deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle of the heart to the lungs through pulmonary artery, and systemic circulation is the one that carries oxygenated blood from the left ventricle of heart to the rest of the body by aorta. Next is the fetal circulation. The fetal circulation is a bit different from the normal circulation because in the fetus, the structure for the oxygenation of blood is the placenta. Placenta is a circular structure that develops in the maternal uterus during pregnancy, and it is responsible for oxygenation of blood and for the removal of the waste products. As in the figure, you can see the placenta is supplying the fetus with the oxygenated blood shown in red. This oxygenated blood is passing through the umbilicus into the umbilical vein. It passes into the inferior vena cava via the ductus venosus. It is passing into the inferior vena cava and then into the right atrium of the heart, and from the right atrium it is carried into the left atrium of the heart through a foramen in between in the interatrial septum known as the foramen ovale. From the left atrium it is going into the left ventricle. From left ventricle it is carried into the aorta and into the various body parts. As you can see, a small amount of blood remains in the right atrium and mixes with desaturated blood from head and arms by the superior vena cava. This is then directed to the right ventricle. Blood from superior vena cava enters the right atrium and from there enters the right ventricle, and then desaturated blood from the superior vena cava in the right ventricle flows into the pulmonary trunk. In fetal life, the pulmonary vascular resistance is high. Hence, this blood passes through the ductus arteriosus, which is connecting the pulmonary trunk to the aorta into the aorta. So, ductus arteriosus is connecting the pulmonary trunk to the aorta, where it mixes with some oxygenated blood from the ascending aorta and is passing down through the descending aorta into the lower extremities and into the internal iliac artery. And then this blood with the medium level of oxygenation will return through the umbilical artery into the umbilicus and through it to the placenta, again for oxygenation, and this process will continue. I hope the fetal circulation is clear by now.